Welcome to Gospel Greetings number 68. Last week we talked about exhortation and how to keep people on track from Nehemiah 13, where Nehemiah said, I was not in Jerusalem and I asked the king's permission and came back. Here I learned about the evil things that had been done. I was greatly displeased and I gave orders to purify the rooms and to put back the equipment of the house of God. Wow, there was a real need for standards-based exhortation for Nehemiah, wasn't there? Well, this week we're going to go on to discuss a concept called an audience of one from Nehemiah 13, verses 14, 22, and 31, which say, Remember me for this, my God, and do not blot out what I have so faithfully done for the house of my God and its services. Remember me for this also, my God, and show mercy to me according to your great love. And then in verse 31, remember me with favor, oh my God. You'll remember that Nehemiah had come back to Jerusalem after a period of time, and all was amiss. The priests were not doing their duties. The Sabbath was defiled, and even the temple grounds had foreigners living in them. Nehemiah systematically went about restoring proper worship, cleaning out the temple area, keeping the Sabbath, then, of course, firing the rebels and putting faithful men in charge. I'll bet Nehemiah wasn't too popular with the disgruntled priests and the vendors and people who were buying and selling on the Sabbath, let alone the Israelites who had to give up their foreign wives. Yet Nehemiah made all the rebukes and reforms with courage, moral authority, and strength of will. How was Nehemiah able to navigate all the haters, all those who opposed him, all those who were just fine, thank you very much, with the way things were? We can see from the verses that Nehemiah's one concern, his only desire in making all the reforms and cleaning up Jerusalem, was his love for God and for God's glory. In Athletes in Action, we used to call this the audience of one. Like you're playing in a huge stadium full of fans, millions watch on TV, your coach is watching intently, your teammates even know what's happening. And then the officials, well, they always kind of feel like your enemies, don't they? Many players are swayed by booing fans or rebuke of a coach or a teammate or a bad call by an official. And this can bring anger, fear, and retribution. Heck, I've seen players just walk off the field and never come back from this pressure. But God calls us to see him as the one person who is always for you, like it says in Romans 8:31, the one who loves you and who you were playing for. Imagine him always affirming, always encouraging you, and that you're secure with him. He even offers to help us and strengthen us for the task. Nehemiah had learned this lesson. Time after time, when faced with opposition, he prayed to God. Then he continually reminds God, remember me, I'm doing this for you, Lord. Remember me with favor. He had learned this audience of one lesson. At times in football, I forgot this lesson and lost my concentration completely. How about you? Can you imagine God spurring you on in your business? If not, listen to what Paul teaches in Colossians 3:23 and 24. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord, not men. It is the Lord Christ you are serving. This week, just imagine yourself working for the Lord Christ, your audience of one. Have a great week.